Hey friends, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be working on this red pine, and what we're going to be doing is wiring it up. Yesterday I I cleaned up the needles and balanced the energy just to get it ready for next month, and when we start seeing back budding and the buds for next year. So I'm going to get this tree wired up and get the branches set in place. So this way I don't have to do it, later on in the wintertime or next, in the spring next year. So I'm gonna do that today, and wanted to bring you guys along with and see the process of this tree. So I'm really having a hard time picking the front for this tree. You could tell that this is the back side right here, compared to like this right here would be like the front. And I either wanted to do this, I wanted to make this the front right here. So bring these branches out, and but now I'm thinking maybe this back side would be better as a front, just because it just has a clean line, and I know in the future of this tree that this is going to end up turning to be the front, but for right now let's just get the wire set up and we'll go from there. Alright, so I'm going to use 3mm wire. I'm going to start off with 3mm on these bottom branches, and if I have to double it, I could do that if I need a little extra. So let's get this measured up and get it cut. So for me, I always like to have a little bit more just in case. So what I want to do is just continue it on the thickest branch, and we have two here, two up here, the two branch, and a single one, or I guess these two. So I'm just going to go ahead and just continue it to right here, right before it splits. So right before I'm going to get it cut off, I usually just like to do just a little loop. and then get it cut off on the bottom there. See if you guys can see that. So always right before I get it cut off, I like to make that loop right there. And then get it cut off. So I added some of that, I got some new fertilizer, and I added it into this pot here. Next year we will put it into a nice container. So let's continue wiring this tree, and let's see, I'm going to drop down to a 2 for these branches right here. 2 or 2.5. I think I'll go 2.5. Alright, so I've got the 2.5 here. Let's get it measured up. Ow. I gotta be careful with these needles. I'm really excited for this tree. I love pines. Pines is one of my favorite species to work on and have in my garden. Man, these mosquitoes are freaking brutal. Freaking pissing me off. I'm wondering if I should just stop it right at the tip there and then do a little smaller gauge for those two. I think we'll just do that, it'll be cleaner. So, do the loop. So I also like to save the wire, you know, like small little pieces, just in case I use it for all different types of things. I got like a whole bucket full. So let's get these other two wired up. Let's get this and this wired up. I'm going to put you guys on time lapse here. So as I'm going through the tree here, wiring the secondary branches, I like to use, wire that I either cut too long. I like to use, just scrap wire if I need to. If I could use it and, get rid of it, I'm gonna do that. But the tree's coming along, and just got the top portion to finish up, and we'll come back and set everything up, set the branch structure, and see how it looks. Alrighty, so got the tree wired up, and so let's get it bent up. Let's get all the branches set in place. I didn't wire this top part here, just because I don't know if I want to cut it off and just make the apex out of that. Just drop it down a little bit. We'll see when we get up there. But yeah, it took about 2 hours to do that. So I wanted to show you guys the fertilizer that I picked up yesterday. It's a Stone Lantern. Natural slow release pellets. 1245 is the NPK, plus micronutrients, mycorrhiza included, which is really good for the trees. Encourages rapid growth, top growth on young bonsai and pre-bonsai. So I got the 2-pound bag. It was $18. So it says sprinkle pellets evenly on the soil surface. Apply 1 to 2 teaspoons per quart every 6 weeks during the growing season. I don't know. I found this stuff to be really good. So that's what it looks like. So I just got it yesterday, so I don't know how it works. But I'm really excited to try it out. I been using this stuff, Hollytone, and it's a good low NPK. 434 is the NPK on it, which isn't bad. It works really well for the trees. Nice organic stuff. So I've definitely noticed a difference this year with my trees, with not having to spray for insects, or the trees have been really healthy this year, going organic. So yeah, I've been really excited about that. So I just broke my my camera mount, so I'm using another one right now. That's the one that has like the funny legs on it that just bend. So I'm gonna just hold it for right now. But yeah, well, let's get the branches set in place and see how the tree looks. Back to the whole front on this tree. Gotta make a decision. I'm thinking, I was originally thinking this as for the front, this right here, and or this back side as the front. I don't know yet. I gotta make make a decision right now. Oh man. So I guess we'll just go, my dad was telling me to use this as the front, but it could always change in the future. I guess I'll just go, just do this right here. Oh, my back is killing me. Alright, so let's just start bending up. Still gotta add a piece of wire over here. So I want to add some bends to the branches just to squeeze it in. And you want to make sure that the tips of the buds are facing, you know, upwards. They just tip up a little bit. So it's better for them to get sunlight. So the apex here, I'm gonna go ahead and just make the apex from, let's look at the front here. So this branch I'll bring around a little bit more here. And the branches need to go down a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this off here. And we'll make the apex like with the top of that. So I just finished wiring it up, and this is what it looks like at the moment. Looking pretty good. I could still put some more bends just so they're not so straight, but I think the tree had enough for right now. So what we can also do once we start seeing some buds is we could make it more into a like a triangle shape. I wanted a tree more of a traditional, you know, a traditional tree, and so, but it looks pretty good right now. Actually, pretty surprised on how it turned out. Not bad for just coming out of a nursery a month ago. So I could take some of those tips off as well, you know, just to bring it in, scoot it in a little bit. But you could do that as soon as you start seeing like the adventitious buds. You could take those tips out, and then that's a good time to do it. And you should see a little bit more extra buds, because they'll want to produce more. Since you take those tips out, it'll want to produce a little more buds. So, but that looks pretty good. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and yeah, we got another spruce coming up, so don't forget to subscribe, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace!